UMP MP Ravi Karunanayake, speaking in Parliament today, raised questions with regard to the pensions of government employees and the cost of living allowance.
Millions are spent to pay the cost of living allowances for pensioners who are not even in Sri Lanka. Such allowances should be paid to those pensioners who are in the country and who are affected by the cost of living. Don't talk about it, act on it. Why are you not paying the people who should be paid and paying the people who need not be paid? It is you who are in the government, not us. It is your responsibility to find out. So, are you saying that this should be cancelled? I mentioned this in order to find out your stance on it. The pensioners are in a state where they cannot survive. Based on your clarification, first pay the pensioners who are in the country rather than paying those who are not in the country. Ever since the 1st of November 2009, we have been continuously paying them an increment of 2,375 rupees. Even previously, I mentioned that increments had been made twice a year since 2006. The court-martial has taken away the pensions of thousands of individuals who serve the three armed forces, including that of General Sarath Fonseca. Do you approve of such lowly action? Everyone should abide by the law in the country. You cannot come in here, swear by the constitution of the country and act against it. You cannot change the laws prevailing in the country based on personal ties. Your government brought forth an act to Parliament which deprived the country's government servants of their pensions. Remember that. No, we did not deprive any government servant of their pension. Let's take a look at the Hansard and come back into the House.
Now, when the Civil Procedure Code Amendment Bill was presented to Parliament yesterday, Citizens Front parliamentarian J. Sri Ranga expressed these views.
Who owns the land in the Nuwara and Badulla districts today? What are the benefits that are afforded to these people? According to the Department of Census and Statistics, all the houses they live in are owned by estate companies. Tamil people of Indian origin don't have land to give to their children, so this bill is not relevant to them. I believe the Minister of Justice is fully aware of this. So I believe land ownership must be given to the people of the Badulla, Nuwara and Ratnapura districts.
Vidya Jyoti Dr. Ray Vijayawardena, known as the father of Dendro power generation in Sri Lanka, passed away today after a brief illness.
A one-time Chancellor of the University of Moratuwa, Ray Vijayawardena, was recognized for his accomplishments in the field of engineering. Dr. Ray Vijayawardena was conferred with the title Vidya Jyoti in 1988 and an honorary doctorate of science from the University of Moratuwa in 1994 in recognition of his contribution to science and technology. He was an old boy of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia, and a Cambridge University graduate in 3 engineering disciplines, including aviation engineering, mechanical engineering, and agricultural engineering. His remains are currently lying at a private funeral parlour in Colombo. The funeral will take place tomorrow at the Burala Cemetery.
A solo concert featuring veteran singer Visharada Nanda Malini, Professor Sunil Aliratna, has been organized in conjunction with Sirasa FM.
A media briefing was held last evening to create awareness about the concert titled Sweta Rathriya. Accordingly, the initial concert will be held on the 14th of September at the John De Silva Memorial Hall. Subsequently, the concert will be held throughout the island.
NBC MTV network in the last 2 decades had been part and parcel of Sri Lanka's entertainment. Not only entertainment, has always encouraged programs of good quality by recognizing the local industry and the artists who in the last so many years have built many good forms of arts and entertainment.
සමහරලාවට සල්ලි ටිකක් තියෙනවා නම් එහෙම නැත්නම් මියුසික් වීඩියෝ එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන් නම්
There was a time when songs were aired if one had extra money, the ability to produce a music video, or maybe even wear baggy clothing. But Sirius FM always stuck to a policy of only airing high-quality songs.
කරා අපි ඒ සම්බන්ධව ප්‍රමිතියක් ඇතුව අපි ක්‍රියාත්මක කරා.
අපි මේ අවුරුදු 20 ගානකට පස්සේ අපි දන්නේ
We have witnessed good signs and a good crowd. In the past, we were able to perform many songs with the artists of that time. But today, this is an experiment of sorts since the quality of music is facing a challenge.
තමයි මේක විදිහට කරන්නේ.
ඇත්තටම මට හරියට ඕනකම තිබුණා මේ ප්‍රසංගයක් පවත්වන්නට.
I had a great urge to organize such a concert. An artist cannot refrain from singing. That is the occupation. After almost 22 years, I agreed to conduct a solo concert. This is a joint effort featuring Nanda Malini, Sunil Ariratnan, Sirasa.
නන්දා සුනිල් සිරස කියන මේ ත්‍රිත්වය යටතේ මේක ගුණ කරමු කියලා.
Time now for a commercial break.
Stay with us, you're with the news first. We will be right back.
Welcome back.
Chairman of the BOI, Jayampati Bandaranaike, says that new tax policies will minimize the gap between two tax regimes which are applicable to BOI and non-BOI projects.
The American Chamber of Commerce organized a business meeting today. Speaking at this event, the chairman of the BOI stated that the proposed new tax regime will better direct concessions.
The complexity is created by the dual regimes of a tax-paying category and a non-tax-paying category, which primarily comes from BOI concessions, will be minimized. This will be done through a process of harmonizing tax policies. Having said that, of course, the existing obligations to all BOI enterprises will hold and they will not be compromised.
Answering a question related to the loss of GSP Plus concessions, Jayampati Bandaranaike said that no concessions will be required for the affected industries.
I don't think, and nor can you expect the government to step in and say, here's something, because GSP Plus was anyway slated to, was not an indefinite concession that was going to hold.
Meanwhile, many youth were seen queuing opposite branches of the Foreign Employment Bureau to collect and hand over applications for the Korean language examination conducted by the Bureau. It is mandatory for this exam to be passed in order to gain employment in Korea. Around 20,000 youth have applied for the exam since Monday. Chairman of the Foreign Employment Bureau, Kingsley Ranavaga, said that of these 20,000 persons, only 5,000 will be able to gain employment in Korea.
The Mahwah Magistrate and Additional District Court Judge ordered the OIC of the Warriapalli Police to appear before court on the 8th of September for the trial in relation to the damage caused to a pepper plantation belonging to a farmer in the Nagolagam area in Mahwah. The order was made by Judge Bharati Vijayaratna after taking into account the failure of the police to appear in court today in order to report facts in relation to the case. Action TV revealed on the 10th of June the damage caused to the pepper plantation on the 7th of June after the farmer was arrested and detained at the Mahwah police for no reason and the blatant refusal by the police to accept the farmer's complaint when he had advanced to the police station to make a complaint against the massive damage caused to his crops. Subsequent to this revelation, the DIG in charge of the western area of the northwestern province examined the damage himself, and as a result of further investigations conducted by the Superintendent of Police, the chief incumbent of the Nagolagam Rajamahawihara was arrested on suspicion. This was after 20 days had lapsed since the date of the incident. Action TV revealed on the 12th of July that 2B reports were compiled by the Mahwah Police and the Warriapalli Police on the 16th and the 27th of June respectively. The B report presented by the Mahwah Police Headquarters Inspector before court on the 16th of June was one that was rife with error and compiled to mislead the court. In addition to that, on the 7th of June, when the suspected chief incumbent of the Nagolagam Rajamahawihara was produced before court, the Mahwah Police Headquarters Inspector appeared on behalf of the prosecution while investigations in relation to the trial were being carried out by the Warriapalli Police and not the Mahwah Police. Several days after Action TV revealed the damage of the pepper cultivation and the responsible actions of the Mahava Police, the headquarters inspector of the Mahava Police had met with the farmer at the destroyed pepper cultivation.
ඔය ඊටම දැන් හරියද මගේ අර අඳුර කට්ටිය කියන්නේ ඒ කට්ටිය මොකක්ද දැන් කියන්නේ ඕක හරියට කරන්න ඕන තමයි මෙහෙමයි කියන්නේ. ඒතර මම දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවේම කියලා වෙනවා.
As estimated by the Department of Agrarian Services, the damage caused to this pepper cultivation, which is recognized as a model farm under the Apivavamu Ratanagamu program, has been valued at a loss of 3.4 million rupees. Meanwhile, the fundamental rights petition filed by the owner of the cultivation, challenging a group of respondents, including the police inspector of the Mahava Police Headquarters, over his unlawful arrest in order to felicitate the damage, is scheduled to be heard on the 9th of December.